So, is the van going to open? It's not opening. Right, I'm going nowhere. Look at that smoke. I'm going nowhere. Right, so we tried to start the van yesterday.
A dud battery.
Yeah.
Oh, your battery's burst.
Yes, the battery. Oh my god.
Look at all. Shit!
It wouldn't start. You're gonna have to open it manually. Okay. We were trying to start this van yesterday. It's been sitting here for the last 2 weeks and it wouldn't start. So let's see if it'll start again this morning. And it wouldn't. Oh no. It's the same thing. The battery is completely flat. Oh no. Okay, so yesterday we came back after being away for a couple of weeks and the battery was completely flat on the van. So we called out the AA. The AA came out and they done a jump start on the battery. They put a test on the battery and they told me that everything was fine. I've come back out this morning and there's nothing at all. Now what I did do is I had a little check out to see what did the guy from the AA used, and he used like a really powerful battery booster which was very similar to this one here. Now this one is the NOCO Boost HD. I bought this on Amazon and it was a really great price, so I'll pop that in the description. Now I'm hoping that this will do the same thing as what the AA one would do, and that would basically to boost it and to get this battery going, because there's no life in that battery at all. And then I'm going to go down to Halford's and see if we can get that battery changed. Now I know I've got some sort of a problem. That battery's completely gone. The van's 5 years old and it might be the original battery, so there's a good chance that the battery's just completely gone and all it needs is it actually needs replacing. However, it could be that I've got something in the van that's draining the battery as well. Now, I can smell right now in the van this really like nasty sort of sulphur smell. I'm going to open up this drawer here. Let's have a little look. There's the battery there. Now, there's a couple of things that I'm a bit concerned about with this battery. We can see here, it looks like a little bit of acid, which is from the battery. And there's a real smell, like an eggy sulphur style smell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the boost. I'm going to pop them on and I'm going to give this a little fire up and see if we can get it going. And then we're going to head down to Halford's, get them to diagnose exactly what the problem is, and hopefully I can get myself up and running for this weekend, because I've got a little bit of a trip over to Anglesey. Okay, so we got the boost here and we're going to link this up and let's hope that we can get some sort of charge back into this battery, and then we'll head ourselves down to Halford's and then we can just make sure we can see. So with this, once you've connected it up, you've got a function on here which will enable it to completely boost it to where you want it to be, as in it doesn't put any charge into the battery like a trickle charger. This is purely a boost. So this is just to put instant power when you turn that key into the battery. So we've got that connected up now, so let's make sure that everything's fine, and let's hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a start on this van. Give it a go. Hopefully we can get a start on this. Yes, straight away, brilliant. So let's head over to Aintree and to Halford's and hopefully I can get that battery swapped out. I can smell that sulphur straight away. Right, I'm going nowhere. Look at that smoke. I'm going nowhere. There's a big problem with the van. big problem with the van. I've got smoke coming out of there. I'm just double checking this now, and that is where that smoke was coming from. We can see that terminal, it's a bit dark in colour, and also there's still a little bit of smoke coming from that, and the battery is really, really warm. Yeah. I think I'm going to call the AA out because it's just not safe to drive on it. So I'm just on chat now to AA, so I get AA cover with my bank, but I'm also with the RAC as well, which I could use as well. So I'm just on chat with them now, just waiting for an agent to come back to me, and I think what we're going to do is get them to give a little check to see if we still get that smoking off the battery, and I think that our probably a best bet is if whether they can either swap out that battery. So let's see and wait for the AA hopefully to come out and they can give us a little bit more diagnosis on exactly what's going on with the battery nightmare. Get these. I'm trying RAC and see if we can get RAC. I'm not having much luck with AA at the moment. It's Sunday morning, like 9 o'clock, but
you and your vehicle in a safe location?
yeah, I am. I'm at home at the moment. I'm just on the drive.
I will put it through for you now. Is the best contact number ending in 0097?
That's the one, yeah, thank you.
Okay, is there anything else I should know before I finalise your breakdown? Okay, I need to put you through to commercial. I'll connect the call for you.
Okay.
Is it a motorhome or a caravan?
It's a motorhome, yeah. It's a motorhome, yeah. But I was saying there to the girl on the phone, they can send a patrol out. They're going to do a quick test on that. They're going to see the same results that I got, which was smoke off that battery. And they're going to want to take me straight to the garage straight away. And I want to get that done as soon as possible. Get that big vehicle booked in because we're going to need a big vehicle to get this over there.
So I've tried to contact them and I'm advising that you want a direct recovery, but they've advised me that I'd need to put a job into the system.
Okay.
And then obviously if it does need recovery, the dispatch team will put it through as recovery, but they've taken all the details from me anyway.
Okay.
So I'll put it through for you now. So if safe, you don't have to wait there, but you do need to be there when we arrive, and the driver will give you a call before arrival, okay?
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your help.
No worries. Take care now.
Okay, bye now. Bye.
Thank you, bye.
Hello?
Hello there, it's Callum from the RAC again.
How are you doing, mate? You okay? Are you outside, are you? And they said that they're going to do a test on that battery and see if there's a possibility that they might be able to do a swap out on the battery without having to do a recovery at all. But let's get the gates opened up, let these in. Right, let's have a little look then, mate. So, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see at the top there.
Yeah.
Where it's already leaked.
We're basically boosting it with this. Which is the same thing as what you've got. It starts straight away, you know.
Battery's already leaked.
Yeah, I thought that. I think I caught it before, you know what I mean? It was running for no more than like a minute or so, and I seen the smoke straight away. I was like, right, get that off.
Yeah.
So, not very good at all.
So, I always tell people, especially when I see them like this, don't start it up.
Don't mess about with it now.
That's a big battery. That's a 680 amp battery, 95 amp hour battery. I don't think I've got one of these in the van.
No.
Big thing, big battery.
I thought so.
Battery.
Yeah.
Let's get this out anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get it sorted.
Yeah.
Don't know, you know, I never ever put a time frame on a battery.
No.
Because I've been out of cars before today that I've got, say, 100,000 miles on the clock.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Not a peep wrong with the battery, but then I've been out of brand new ones. Disconnect that straight up out the way. Oh, your battery's burst.
Has it? Bloody hell.
Look at the side.
Oh my god, yeah. That's what the smoking will be from.
Shit!
You've not seen that before then, though?
No, I haven't actually. I could get you a mobile mechanic out to it, but it would be Tuesday.
Oh, would it?
Bank holiday, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get some blue roll, mop all that up for you, and then I'll get you the price on it.
Do Halford sell it, the battery? They reckon they would be able to get it. That's why I was going to go up there, you see, and buy it. Yeah.
They may have them in stock, they may not. I don't actually know with Halford stock. We do warranty as well. We have nothing but issues with Halford batteries. We have loads of members ringing us back up going, my car won't start, me look at under the bonnet, we go, Halford battery. As for that battery, it's a lovely ornament.
I'll get rid of that, don't worry. Actually burst the battery. Oh my God.
Look at all the acid in there.
That's absolutely crazy. I mean, look at that. That's the battery acid there. He's took the battery out. The actual battery was exploded. And like he said there, I just shouldn't have drove it at all. And thank God I didn't drive it over to Warrington, because that could have exploded. Wow. Okay, brilliant.
Okay.
Well, thanks a lot for your help.
No,
It's fine. Thanks a lot for your help. Hopefully we can get it sorted, and hopefully it's nothing else but the battery, nothing else draining or anything. So that's crazy, isn't it? So what they've done is they sent me a little email, a link. I've clicked on the link. I've got to find out yet how much it's going to cost me to put a new battery in there. But they said they'll get the battery to me before Friday. But that was close, wasn't it? Anyway, let's see what happens. Let's wait for the RAC to come back in a couple of days' time, fit that battery, and fingers crossed, everything's going to work. So we've been trying to get in touch with the RAC to see what the situation is with the battery and how long they think it will take before they can fit it. And they're saying it could be 4 or 5 days, it could be even later than that. So I'm going to pop over to Halfords and see if we can get the battery, and we're going to have a go at trying to fit the battery in this ourselves. It shouldn't be too hard. So let's head over there now. So we need to just check what sort of battery we think we're going to need for the van. Like I said, the RAC aren't coming back to us on a date and time, so we're going to purchase one of these. So Halfords didn't have the battery that we wanted, but this company does, which is GSF Car Parks, and I've been on their website, found a battery which will fit it, which is costing us a little bit of money, but let's see if they've got it in store. Okay, so there's our battery, 9000 AGM. It's a good brand. We're going to have a go with fitting it in the well. So just an awkward bugger, innit? There we go. That's fine. That's got in okay. Right. Okay. Right. Let's slot these on, see how they go, and that one as well. There we go. I'm going to start with the, I think the live. So we just need to pull these cables back, and then this then should just slot. Yeah, it's slotting on there fine. Yeah, that just clicks into there. I can see that's holding that in pretty straightforward. And then we're just going to tighten up that. Now, it's either going to be an 8 or a 10 mil. There we go. Alright, the other way, isn't it? Okay, so make sure we're nice and tight on that. There we go. Let's try that now. Now, how does this hold in? Does it hold in there? So before I fire the van up, I'm just going to have a quick check of the panel to see if we can see the battery on there. And we can see vehicle battery now 13.3. It's not pulling any power at all. Leisure's looking at 13.1. Let's try spinning it over and seeing if it works. Fingers crossed. Go. Fantastic, fires up first time. So it looks like that we've maybe resolved the issue there. I'm not too sure. We're going to keep that running for the next 15 minutes or so. Make sure that the alternator's charging and putting some power into the battery. But other than that, it looks like that I may have solved the problem. As long as there's not a leakage on the battery, as in it's not draining. We haven't got a piece of kit in the back that's draining it. We won't know that until tomorrow morning when we get back up in the morning, and hopefully the van will start. But for now, we'll leave it running. We'll see what it's like. Okay, so we've connected the EcoFlow up, and we can see that it was on 0%, and it's pulling now from the alternator 14.2 on the voltage on the battery, so it seems to be staying stable. And just make sure everything is running the way it should be, really. And hopefully, my fingers crossed, that I haven't got a problem on the van and all I had was a battery that come to the end of its life. But again, we won't be able to know about that until we try it out first thing in the morning. Okay, so following morning, and let's just see if it opens up. Fantastic, right. Yep, it's opening up okay. Just check there's no heat on this. No, it's stone cold. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna try starting the battery. It's been the night time. The problem that we had previously was over the night it would just disperse and there wouldn't be any life left in the battery. So look, hopefully this is gonna work. Lovely, fantastic. So that's a result. So it's starting up. There doesn't seem to be a drain on the battery. Again, we're not going to know for a couple of days. We'll have to check that out in a few more days' time. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to have a little look at the panel at the back. Let's see what the panel's saying at the back in regards to we got a control panel on the van, and we can see that it's coming in at 13.1 volts. So that's been left overnight. Now let's have a little check out of what did I end up actually paying for that. We're having a little look at that there. The price of that should have been, I think it was £340 for that battery, but we actually ended up getting it for a grand total of, I think it was £257, which was a good price. So when I went install, I just asked, could you apply the 30% off? It's on the website, and they said, yeah. So great. So guys, from there, highly recommend these as a company to go to for your motorhome battery. My thoughts on that are, yeah, you can go and you can get yourself a battery and do it yourself. You don't necessarily need to take something as simple as changing a starter battery on your vehicle. That was pretty straightforward to me. It's working fine. I'm going to run it over the next couple of days and make sure that it's not going to be running flat and we haven't got any drain in the van, but it does look like that it was just a battery that came to the end of its life, just like the engineer mentioned from the RAC. It was the original battery that was put in it 5 years ago. I think it's had maybe a bit of a hard life, I don't know, but it was time to change and swap out the battery. But remember, just shop around a little bit and try and get yourself a deal on that. I got 30% on that, which was a really good deal in the end. But anyway, if you liked this video, then give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please do so. And until next time, it's bye for now.